And we're learning more about the pressure on Christians in Iran. A pastor could be executed any day now for apostasy. The Iranian Supreme Court has upheld the conviction and death sentence of 36-year-old Yusuf Nadarkhani. He's a former Muslim imprisoned near the city of Rasht, Iran. The house church pastor was arrested in October 2009 after he protested a government decision forcing Christian school children to be taught Islam. And joining us now with more from Bartlesville, Oklahoma, is Todd Nettleton of the Voice of the Martyrs. Todd, what else can you tell us about Pastor Yusuf?
Well, this is a man who went to the Islamic school, went to the public school and said, listen, I understand that all of the students are given religious instruction. However, our family is Christian, and so my children should be given Christian religious instruction, not instructed according to Islam. That seems to be what put him on the radar of the authorities. They subsequently arrested him, accused him of apostasy. He was found guilty and sentenced to die for that crime.
Now, Todd, no pastor has actually been executed in recent years in Iran. So what are the chances that the Iranian government will actually carry this out?
Well, that's really kind of the million-dollar question at this point in time. It has been more than 20 years since someone has been executed for apostasy in Iran. However, we have seen an increased stridency towards the house church movement. The piece just talked about the fact that whereas before house churches were raided, but it was kind of kept quiet, now it's house churches are raided, people are arrested, and it's on the evening news, and you have the mullahs preaching about it in their Friday sermons, how bad the house churches are. So this is a new day for persecution in Iran, and it looks very seriously like they could carry out this execution as a part of that increased crackdown on Christians.
Todd, what do you think's behind this recent crackdown on the house churches in Iran?
Well, here's the good news. The church is growing so fast in Iran, and there is such a hunger for the gospel that the government doesn't know how to respond. They don't know how to stop people from coming to Christ, and so they're seeking everything they can, including these very harsh crackdowns.
What can our viewers do? Of course, we can pray, but how can they actually make a difference with this Islamic regime?
We have posted Pastor Yusuf on our website, prisoneralert.com, which allows people to write letters to him. The other thing, though, that they can do right off of prisoneralert.com is write letters to Iranian government authorities. We've got the email address for the supreme leader. We've got the email address for some of the court system there. We want people to get on and write emails and let them know the world is watching how they treat this pastor and how they treat Christians in their country.
Indeed, and we certainly need to remind our viewers to pray for the deliverance of Mr. Yusuf. Todd Nettleton of the Voice of the Martyrs, thanks so much for joining us.
You're welcome.